Rottweiler. That. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You ain't no freestyle, man.
No, I don't rap. I'm not a rapper. I'm go ahead and say I'm not a rapper.
Anybody can. Go ahead, give us a few bars.
And this is why we have the rappers on today.
Okay. Ooh. You gotta be one that drop.
Get it that. You know what I mean? That's the new shit. You know what I mean?
From where though?
Yeah.
From where?
Big Shock.
Big Shock.
From where?
Jesus. My man in Europe. Yeah. New thing.
Man,
New
not
sound.
hot.
Europe.
Man not hot.
Man not hot. Hot man.
Man not fire.
Fire spit for burn.
Fire.
Burn. We're going to the Jamaican thing.
Nah, man, we ain't going.
No, I'm saying the Drake thing. That's the Jamaican. Everybody trying to be Jamaican now again.
Oh yeah, no, everybody is. Hey, listen, welcome back to another episode of Opinions and Consequences.
Welcome.
Episode Ocho.
8 weeks.
8 weeks, baby. That's 2 months, people.
That's 2 months consistency.
2 months?
Oh, wow.
8 weeks. Wow.
That's actually, yeah. It's 8 weeks.
It
2 months.
is. It is.
2 months,
It
60
is.
days.
Is that a
That's
successful
21 days is a habit, right? Isn't it?
Shit. I don't know if that's a sex. That's like the beginning of a successful.
No, y'all out the honeymoon phase a little bit?
No, we're still in the honeymoon phase.
Honeymoon phase is still.
We're still because how long does honeymoon phase run? I mean, we're still there, but how long when do you say honeymoon phase is over? That's the question.
Is it when you get back, or when you first, or was it when you first move in together? Like, is that?
Well, don't you move in together before you
say
get
all
all
that.
that? Don't you move in first? Don't you live together before you get married?
No. Technically, they do the traditional way. Is like you get married, you move into the new house, you come back from your honeymoon. You're now establishing that new bonding relationship in a new place.
Man, I don't know. Dudes is getting chicks pregnant first night. So I mean, like, dudes get married after a
that.
week. So
I think
what's traditional is it
low
doesn't.
key, you're throwing a shot at Drake.
Not me.
No. Stevie J got married to Faith Evans recently. So
I know, yeah.
You know,
don't do
hey
that,
man.
don't do that. Listen, man, I'm your host, AJ McLaughlin. This is
Martinez.
God damn, and a special guest co-host,
Mr. Buff himself,
I don't
Mr.
work
Buff
out.
Bagwell,
man.
Nah, y'all gotta chill.
Man, you just came back from Montreal, man.
Ooh, Canada.
You can't put your own black like that. Now everybody know that.
They told you.
No social media out there.
No pictures, no nothing, no. Jesus
Christ. Marshall, I was sleeping. You know what I mean?
Tell us about Canada.
Canada was a great time, man. If they would have had to deport me sometime, dog.
Wow.
I would have moved out there, you know. I almost fell in love with like 5 different women.
Bonjour.
I heard there's a big like Caribbean, population out there. Like there's a lot of Jamaican. It's like a stirring pot. I ain't never been.
It wasn't stirring. You not only the Jamaican, but like across this like religions, class, like everything was just like kind of muddled together. It was like you walk down the street and everybody's just like friendly. You didn't have to be personal. You like, yo, you say something to me? Like,
welcome back to Massachusetts.
I know.
Welcome back to the East Coast. Sorry, we look at you.
I don't know about you.
Listen, man, we gonna open the bar up, man. What y'all want to talk about real quick, man? Got a minute to talk about that.
We got a couple things going on this week.
You're just gonna, okay. That's cool. I don't want the dark anyway.
Well, you did what you gotta do. It. The fires. Hope everybody in California is doing all right. They're going through a lot of fires right now. Over like 90,000 homes that have that issue.
Man? Go ahead, talk about that.
It's tough to see. Let's be honest. Listen, we don't take care of Earth. We can all attest to that. We all contribute in a different way, but now with all these natural things occurring, like we just had a heat wave in Massachusetts. They done caught fires in California like. I can't even count how many times it's been at this point. People losing their cribs left and right. Pollution's at an all-time high. Like a lot of stuff is going on in the world. Like it's just kind of crazy, and it's happening all at once. Ice caps been falling. Like
because it's the same thing was going on in Greece.
Yeah.
In Greece, they had that crazy ass wildfire.
Yeah, they had a wildfire too.
Yo, people like 74 people right now. According, like I know when last time I checked, it was like 74 people died. But at the same time, yeah, they've been having them wildfires. In Europe. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Mother Earth is it's crazy. You know, now you have to ask for a straw at restaurants. That's how much they're trying to cut back and trying to help. Like, I never knew that. I went to a restaurant not too long ago and it was like, I was like, how come you didn't give me a straw? You know, because I don't want to drink. You know, naturally, you don't want to drink from a cup in a restaurant. I don't know about everybody else but me. But they're like, yeah, you have to ask for straws now. And they're going to go to like cardboard or something like that, straws next. Which I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in California. I hope everybody's doing okay. It ran from like Red Cliff all the way down the coast. And it went over the river. And they don't know how many people are going to die. But God bless. I mean, that's the first thing I'll say.
Yeah, God bless, man. Supposedly, there's an arson suspected in a deadly Matty blaze.
See, right.
So they have.
And it's always dry. It's always dry over there.
Yeah. The fire killed at least 83 people near Athens. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Let's let prayers go out to the Duck Boat tour people. All the people that died on that.
Oh yeah.
That was tough.
Oh.
That one was tough. I will say that. That was pretty tough. A woman lost 9 of her 13 family, or like 11 of her 13 family members. It was some crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Duck Tour's about to go through some hell. Duck Tour's about to go bankrupt.
Duck tours.
Duck Tour's about to go
Not
bankrupt.
even duck tours. I mean, let me talk about what you call it, man. They had Southwest.
Not with them.
Southwest is going through some of the heat rocks.
What
They
happened to
lost
these
about $100 million in revenue
How?
because a blade from a propeller killed one of the passengers.
Ooh.
It popped into the plane.
So it flicked in and just came into the plane.
I'm assuming so. This happened back in April, but now they're taking a heat rash for it. $100 million in revenue.
Jesus
$100 million.
Christ.
They cutting back on everything.
Oh, so that means flights are going up and they firing people. Essentially, what it sounds like.
Nah, that means flights are going down.
You think so?
Well, because you know what I mean. You gotta think about it. You see now, it gets that everyone's scared. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not flying with them." So how they gonna raise the
Everybody
price?
else.
Would you fly with them? Would you fly with them? Not like knowing that. Just general question. You fly with them?
Yeah.
I think I fly with them too.
You think so?
I think I fly with them too.
Honestly, I'm balling on the budget.
I'm gonna be honest.
So wait, so let's keep it a buck. You fly?
I'm not
Spirit?
flying Spirit.
No,
don't do that.
I won't
Don't
say
do
that.
that. Don't do the Spirit.
you
Because
can't-
no.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Spirit is horrible.
Spirit is horrendous. Number one, to checking you have to check in like pretty much
The
a personal
fees.
bag. It's the
Yeah.
fees that kill me.
Everything.
Everything's a fee.
Everything's a fee. But like I honestly, I've never traveled Southwest, but I just know that to certain places, like I might check out Southwest. You know what I mean?
Southwest of Florida is like the norm. We can all say that. That's like their destination hub. That's their hub. It's Florida. So yeah, I take a flight to Florida. I'm not going. But I mean, $100 million revenue.
$100 million revenue, bro. That's a hit, bro.
That's a tough one.
Facebook also took a hit too.
Oh, Zuck got caught
100
up.
billion.
100 billion. No, he lost 15 billion. It was 15.9 billion.
I thought,
It came out to 15.9
anyway, that's still a lot of
billion.
money.
He lost 15.9 about $9 billion
about privacy. Look, bro,
about the privacy laws.
It's like, yeah, you've been scheming people the whole time.
We spoke about that in an episode, actually.
Oh, yeah.
We spoke about, I think that episode 3 or 4. We spoke about that, but yeah, no, I just saw that too. Yeah, you're right. That was bad. You're right. That's
Scheming.
$15 billion.
But also the thing of it though, just quickly, is just like, in some ways, somebody already warned him a long time ago, and told him something about it. But it's like, let's just keep hush hush so we can make more money, and then when it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
That's a business way. Like
that's the
make up
business
for it.
way. I'm gonna be honest.
You gonna let somebody else take the fall.
If it
for
isn't
Your
broke,
company
don't
take the
fix
fall
it.
for You know what I mean?
It's just like, let's ride it out.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? And then the worst happens.
And then my thing is just because now it's just kind of like Facebook now changed the game for everybody else too.
Yeah.
They did.
Because now, remember when Facebook got bought? Have you noticed every website you go to, they pop up that little pop-up window?
Yep.
Oh, privacy, your cookies will be...
Everybody.
I'm like, nah, chill, these are my Oreos. But like, my thing is just like, they're sitting there, they sent a ripple effect throughout the whole internet.
That's part of it, though. That's part of it. That's a lot of things, though. We can say that. Like, cars, like, something happens with a car, and use a certain part, and companies will use it, and then all these companies, and then they all start releasing that, that press release. So... But, like, I think that even though they lost that money, they're still making it on Instagram. They're not losing that much. Like, I mean, it sounds like a lot to us, obviously. I don't know what everybody's price or, pockets are, but I don't got $15 billion, but they're still making like 60 or 70 billion on the back end with Instagram, and they own 4 other companies. So it's not like they're losing that bad. And how long's Facebook been around? Since college, 2005, 4, somewhere in 3. I want to say 2003 or 4.
No, I think it started in like
2000.
Earlier?
I thought it was like 2000,
Nah,
2003 ish. I mean, it became popular because first it was the whole you had to be in college.
College and then
And then it moved out like 2 years after.
Because then it burnt out MySpace.
Yes, it burnt out MySpace. So they've been around that many years. I don't think they hurt.
Damn, MySpace, mi gente, black people, me.
Social media, listen. So we didn't think the internet would have this type of effect. It did.
So,
But to all those in situations.
I know, true.
Damn, some music. That was great. Something cool. Can I have another one? No, I'm just joking. It was a good topic on.
All right, man. Y'all know the drill, man. Pick a card, any card.
It's just closest to me.
He said it's just closest
Just
to
closest
me.
to me, and it winks. It made me feel better. It made me feel better about myself. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's a tough one.
I got the ugliest one.
Oh well.
I got politics, people.
Oh yeah.
Politics.
This is always a good topic.
All right.
I appreciate this topic though. That topic is pretty entertaining.
Oh no, it is. It is. Go ahead, man.
Oh, what do you got on your side? Let's see.
Me? What's buzzing?
What's buzzing?
With one shot.
I got entertainment.
Okay.
Entertainment. That's not crazy. Well, who's going first, Jay?
Good. You want to do the honors?
Oh, sure. I'll knock it out.
He said, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
So I got entertainment. Listen, there's a lot going on in entertainment, people. One shot. Plenty has been happening. That's caught us kind of off guard. First off, USA basketball has started. That's a big thing. All these guys going to one place, which is really nice. 2, Beyonce and Jay-Z are on their tour still. And they've released footage of their boys, their twin boys. Finally, we can finally see what the kids look like. So it was kind of interesting to see. And they kind of look just like Blue Ivy. Like, they really don't look that much different. Like, they got a hint of Beyonce, but like they still look like they daddy. Yeah, it's been like one of those weird situations. It's like, yeah. I don't know why we're intrigued by these people's kids, though. Like, I try to understand why we're so intrigued by celebrities' children. Like, it's not like they're any different from anybody else's kid. I mean, yeah, they have, the money, the power, and all that stuff, which is all good and gravy. But at the same time, like, I think people become fascinated. Like, when Cardi B just had a kid, people are really fascinated by that. And me, personally, I could not care less. Congratulations. I'm always happy to see a baby in the world, and that's great. But at the same time, guys, it's like a little much. A little much. We shouldn't be giving them that much. Because then it turns ugly. The Drake baby situation. Like, it's just kids, like, I don't know. I have a thing with children and celebrities. It's like the new thing. It's always a thing. When someone has a baby, it's a thing. It's not like, it's supposed to be a joyous moment in people's lives, but it's a thing. Mm-hmm. So it's like, But that's the most recent entertainment news, man.
You know what? I'll chime in on it. I'll chime in.
It makes you not want to have kids as a celebrity, I feel like now. And are they wrong for hiding their kids? That's that's the intriguing part.
Let me talk my talk.
Go.
I really think that the world is intrigued by, I don't want to say they're intrigued by not only how the kid looks, of course, if I feel like they're more concerned about, is he or she going to be as successful as their parent?
Like the LeBron James thing. Like the LeBron James Jr. thing. Did y'all hear about that thing? Where he said he regrets naming his 14-year-old son after him. Because it put an unfair cast on his son.
Well, I feel like no matter what, even if you have that, even if you don't name it after him, it's like Michael Jordan's son. Yikes.
But Michael Jordan's son doesn't have his full name. He's not
Masuda.
He doesn't have a junior.
Yeah,
I think that's the difference.
But it doesn't matter though. So like as you being Michael Jordan's son, you're supposed to
have the genes.
Have the genes of being a great basketball player. He's gonna produce another great basketball player. Nah, I think there's a lot of high expectations on a lot of these newborns from these legacy of parents. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's the biggest thing what people are looking for. They're like, okay, and then obviously they're probably plotting something else. You know what I mean? In terms of trying to get their kid with that kid and all.
But is it unfair? Like the name carries power, right? Like LeBron James, for instance, he said, "I regret naming my son after me," because he knows what his name brings currently. Top basketball player, blah 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 blah. Is it unfair for him to name it? I mean, he regrets it, so obviously it's unfair. But as far as having the name, it makes it 10 times harder. Can we agree at least on that aspect? Like you have to, if Kobe Bryant had a son, it'd be like, oh, if you named him Kobe Bryant Jr., we'd be like, damn, he better be good. And it just puts more focus on him versus if his name was Bryce Bryant. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I feel like I agree that the pressure is on, but at the same time I feel like there's pressure, but then again I feel like there's at ease.
Should there be a what's the correct term I'm trying to say with this? Should a child be forced to play the sport that their older father played?
No.
Or their father played? Like if Steph Curry's newborn doesn't play a basketball, is he not good? Go ahead. What do you think?
Oh, my bad.
Apologies.
Let me see.
My bad. You know what I mean? We got off on them.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
To go to that topic though, should they have to play a sport? No.
The same sport.
Same sport? No.
Okay.
Is there a pressure to? Yes.
Absolutely.
Is there a reason for you to do it? Yeah. I want to. Let me start taking it personally, because personally, I'm a competitor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be better than whoever else is doing the same things I'm doing, and I'm also gonna, also evolve to be better than what I'm gonna be. I'm trying to be better than myself.
Yeah.
So, as I've even thought about this as like me trying to have kids. Do I want them to face the same things I faced in order to understand where I've been and to be greater than I? Yes, but at the same time, that's me being selfish, because I want them to do better than me. But what if they don't want what I want?
They're not gonna want what you want, yeah.
Because me as a person coming from a first generation home, I want to be better than my parents because they didn't have a whole lot growing up. I want to be establishing myself so my kids can have whatever they want. So that's the difference between, I think, the two different mentalities. That once you get to that level, what else is the next? What else can you check off your list? But the added pressure as being a celebrity child is with the name is like, damn, if I mess up, no matter what, I want to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So I understand the point of like, I'm not gonna bring my kid out. I'm not gonna be, like, putting them in that spotlight all the time. Like, I'm gonna choose selectively when I'm gonna be showing them. Now, I'll bring up the instance of Drake. That's an interesting one because I'm a Drake fan.
Yeah.
That's my guy. 6 guy, I'm 7 guy. That's my cousin. Light skin team. But in the point though with him though, very shady, regardless of what he come out and said.
Different situation.
It's just like
Different
you
situation.
can't say I'm gonna in your song I'm gonna try to protect my kid from the world when if you want to do that, your girl should or your baby mama shouldn't be coming out saying all this. We're finally in the light. We're finally here. It's okay for us to be out here. But in a different instance where you have a kid like Cardi B and Offset,
that's marriage.
That's marriage.
It's marriage. It's different.
And if they want to show their kid, they have an obligation to. But again, I do agree with your point that she doesn't need to, we don't have to make a big deal out of it.
No.
But everybody's so caught up in emotion of it, it's like, damn, like, yo, that's dope. What this kid gonna do next? The mix of the Cardi B Offset,
That's
You know?
and that's a thing. Like that's that. I never want
You
to
automatically think of it.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like
Yeah,
it's
but-
Kim and Kanye. It was a thing. Their children.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. There's no.
Two icons getting together.
There's
also
no
great families.
Yeah,
Like, back in the day.
Exactly. It kind of separates the whole family aspect because when you have a baby, you're kind of trying to protect, right? Like you're trying to be a provider, all that great stuff. Yeah, they have it financially, but you don't need all. Like people kind of make it more difficult for that child to grow up.
Yeah.
No,
They
you
make
know
it
what I mean.
harder.
But you know what I mean. I feel like in whatever situation that you're in, if you're a son or daughter of a high class celebrity, your life is gonna be tough.
Oh, I mean,
you know what I
absolutely.
mean? No matter what, like even if you're,
But a lot of people, like let's say other celebrities, like Penelope Cruz. You see her kid? Tom Cruise's kids. Do you see his kids? No, right? Brad Pitt. You see Brad Pitt's kids because he's Brad Pitt, but he doesn't go here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. I guess I'm trying to establish.
Well, no, because it's not. Their kids were already born. Like it depends on the era
Well,
that
Brad and
you're born.
Angelina adopted.
I think it
Like,
depends.
I feel because now it's a social media era. Now everyone's like, "Oh my god, I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures," because there are creeps out there. But at the same time, back then, you know what I mean. That transition of, you know what I mean. It depends.
But now, are you exposing your kids? Are you using them for gain? Is now, I guess, the next question I would have to lead to.
Who's using them for gain?
As the parent, right? Because as the celebrity parent, are they now using them for gain? Did when Kim Kardashian have her daughter, did she use North for gain? Because
Acceptance.
I don't know.
I would say acceptance.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why I say acceptance is because she was already at a level where she was known for one thing, but now it's just like to solidify that I am Kanye's wife, I am the mother of this child, and I am just gonna be in this position. It's not like I'm gonna have to keep on working for it. She's just there now. It's like new money and old money. Old money, I know I'm here. New money,
Old money, I'm here before. I've been
new
here
money,
before.
I have to prove myself to be like, I'm here. This is what I got. But I also don't have to do all. I have to do all this extra stuff to know to prove that I could be old money too, and hang out with you guys.
I get it.
Does
that make sense?
Because that's why I said that thing is like what's bothering. It's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. But as long as they don't exploit the kid, I guess, in the end of the day.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great topic, though. That's a great topic. You know what? Right in the middle, baby. Ooh. Ooh.
Nah, his hammer.
Don't do that. That was a dog.
He said.
When you hold it, that's the old.
You gotta hold
That's
like
the
that
old
and you got the
man.
angle.
When you do it in a light.
That's what a bunch of old niggas do. Oh, that's some old niggas shit.
Oh, you pick up the glass.
That's some
No,
old
that's
niggas.
the bill.
That's the like you need the reading glasses. Like when they put on the reading glasses and they kind of hold it. Like
No, that's the every.
you got a phone and you do this. Like that's an old person.
No. You told me you never did that in the club when you seen a bill.
And so that you wasn't expecting?
Oh no!
When
When
you
you
don't
see a
expect
bill
it.
that's and it's like holy hell, yeah. Oh no, that's why they got the light on the
edges?
They make sure you can
But
see
you
that.
still try to
You
make
still
it
try to like.
Am I seeing that number right? Oh, I got it.
That's a one. That's
a
a one. That's 3 digits. Oh.
All right, put it like this, man. This question right here. Now let me ask you guys this question. I'm gonna explain it.
Okay.
Should there be mandatory prenups with marriages with this whole new Me Too movement? Boom.
So we're saying
So
prior to the marriage.
Prior to the
Prior to the
marriage,
marriage,
do
we're
you
going.
think there should be mandatory prenups? Like, I feel like now with this whole Me Too stuff, like, you know what I mean? Just too many people coming out of the woodworks, like coming over from there, coming over from there, and now claiming this, claiming that, claiming this, claiming that. Do you think it should just be equal playing field by saying, like, all right, cool, like, all right, so we're gonna get into this. Yo, what you came in with is yours, and what I came in with.
So now the question, I guess, with my question on top of that question will be, so we're coming in together, right? What we got is what we got, like you're saying, right? Now what we earn after we get together, now that's where the problem's going to come into play. That's where the assets now really come into play, right?
No,
Because you really don't have it. You didn't have anything, but now if you get something together, now that's the bigger problem.
but that's the thing.
See, I'm already looking for a solution. I just want to join the two. Like, we can have our accounts on the side, have percentages going to those accounts, and the middle of the accounts is obviously for us as a family and a couple. That you guys, that's the only thing I think will be written in the statement is like, at the end of the day, if anything happens to the two of us, we will split this one account down the middle, which would be also considered any assets under that account that we agree upon. So yes, and that a prenup, yes.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And
but should it be mandatory? Should now it be like? Because my thing is,
I wouldn't say mandatory.
I don't think mandatory is the right word.
Obligated.
No, that's still a bad word to use. It's a negative connotation. Yeah, it sounds negative.
No, because my thing is just like I'm not trying to make it seem negative, but at the same time, I'm just trying to make a.
Well, there has to be a solution.
No, there has to be a solution. There has to be.
So then, I think alimony should be taken off the table. Then alimony should be taken off the table because women essentially do get alimony. Let's call it. Men don't really get alimony. It's rare.
No.
So I think alimony is one thing that okay, if we're gonna move forward in the world, I think alimony should be taken out completely. Yeah. Because there's no reason why I should have to pay for your living. No. Just so you can live the same. No. We earned this. If we earned it together, you can take this half and go live wherever the same you want. And you can still maintain it. But if we're gonna break up, let's say the judge is gonna say, well, you have to pay alimony.
That's BS.
And that's why I think alimony should be getting rid of.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's why I think.
My thing is just like I feel like with a lot of, and I'm not women bashing people, but just trying to sit there and say that they have this whole Me Too movement, and I'm not saying that women never counted, but at the same time, if you're fighting for equality, everything should be equal. It shouldn't be like, well, we'll keep this. In this,
no, I think we can all agree, and that's not women bashing either. I agree. The laws are set up more for women in divorce.
No, they are.
It's an absolute fact.
For divorce, they are.
And laws are set up more for women than men. That is a fact. Like we can statistics show that.
The thing I would say the thing that also plays into that though also is like the point that in this point in time and year that things are starting to become equal more for women, but it's still not there.
Yeah, fully.
But these old rules are created back when women never had a voice necessarily.
And then
because like women really at that point, women were kind of forced upon like I gotta rely on my man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When my man went off to war, I'm relying on him, and I want to make sure when he come back, he gonna have a home to come back to. And that kind of sucks because they're putting that position. But at the same time, like things have never changed, and I think that's maybe something that has to take consideration. Is like we need to increase the pay for women. So that way they can be surviving on their own. We need to even it out and build their skill sets.
Even it out.
Because,
but we have to even all playing fields. We can't just even.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why I agree.
And that's what I'm saying.
I can agree with you on that.
And that's why and I really do encourage and I would love to see like a woman president, a female president.
I think that's next.
I think that's just to break just to break the barrier.
Yeah, now
to break the barrier. But you know what I mean, just so that not only females will feel that they have some type, that they have equal power. You know what I mean? That's what
I think it was next. Hillary, it would have went Hillary's way.
Hillary fucked up.
I think the emails. We can all agree the emails fucked it all up. Okay, we can agree that. That's the only thing that fucked it up. I think she would have won.
Dropped the ball.
But I think a female president will come in the next 10 to 15 years. I think it's more than possible. I also think not an American president will come next. The next candidate they're saying for a Democrat is an Asian guy. Never seen that before in America. So it's the time of change. It is the time.
I think it's different. It's how you perceive what an American is,
and that's where
what's changing. Because American, when first thing you come up with, white man.
Yeah, that's true.
Obama came, American. Oh. Black man.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's next? What's gonna be the next thing to be accepted?
Yeah. Nowadays everything's kind of accepted, man. But everything's kind of accepted, man.
But the thing that kind of sucks though is that there's also somebody else pulling the string behind you. That person.
Always.
It's like, oh yeah, you can go ahead and be the front, but I'm still gonna hold on. You gonna make me some money back here.
Oh yeah.
There's always that one person that puts a battery in someone's back.
It pisses me off sometimes. It's like, why can't we just have somebody that's just like, not Trump. That's a billionaire or millionaire that understands or grew or like came from the bottom and just made it to the top.
Nobody wants.
But nobody wants a success story.
Nobody wants that work.
Though. That gives people hope.
No, nobody wants that problem.
But that gives people
hope. There's a lot of people that will sit there and be like, oh yeah, I could do it. Like if
I'm just comfortable. You think?
If Thing wanted to run for president, she's winning easy.
Who?
Oprah. Bag.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it might be a celebrity.
I don't know. I don't think I'm a black woman. For some reason, I don't.
You don't think Michelle will get him? Michelle will hit him with the remix.
Michelle's not gonna run.
Michelle's
not gonna run.
No. Michelle won't run, but Michelle will get it easy.
Oh yeah,
easy.
At this point, yeah.
Hands down. He should be like this. I'm like, yo.
Well,
what's
yeah,
up?
but but then she's riding off the
You still
coattail.
want the room.
The problem, yeah.
We still have your stuff.
The problem is then they're gonna say she's riding off the coattail. They're gonna say the same thing with Hillary. The same thing they say with
They
Hillary.
would say something.
You said they wouldn't give her just due because
They would say she did do what she did.
Michelle did a lot.
Yeah.
She was a lawyer. She was
okay.
this. She was that. She was a lot before.
So could we say that about the Bushes?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Could we say that about the
But
Kennedys?
now,
Yeah,
once
that's what I'm saying.
again,
So-
listen, man, woman.
No, I understand that, but you're not riding the coattail though. It's just it's there. It's fair.
But it's just like what's perceived by media and what's going to be the vision of that person, and it kind of sucks at the fact that yes, that is the reality.
That's the reality.
But no, that's not the reality we want to accept. But that's the two that come together. That like, damn, we can't accept that she could be a great leader, a great woman, like powerful.
Oh, she's powerful.
But at the end of the day, media's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna add this onto this. She's coattailing.
Yeah. But to answer your question,
Yeah.
to answer the topic, all in all, I think yes, it should not so much obligated, but we do have to explore the fact that we need to have prenups from we should start from the jump, and have it set in stone, and the laws got to change as far as
They do gotta
child support needs to be changed in a way where it's fair.
Yes,
Things
that-
need to be changed.
Child support is
It's
crazy.
going to be a multitude of things, but I do agree you should have that prenup. People will say all this stuff about prenups are just saying you're preparing for divorce. No, you're being smart with your assets.
yeah.
Because God forbid you guys make $200 million and he gets 275, you're not going to be happy. But if you guys got, you know what I'm saying, 100 million, 300 million, and you guys got 150 apiece, you're not as mad.
Yeah.
One woman turned down $975 million. You ever heard that? Yeah, a woman of an oil tycoon. Look it up. I swear to her, I forget her name. She literally, she's worth $18 billion. He was going to give her $975 million. She turned down a check. He wrote that the judge said he needed to give her 500. He gave her almost $1 billion, and she still turned it down. She said she wants more.
Oh,
Is that now greed?
Yeah.
And there you go. And that's like I agree with the statement of it should have something there.
And that's what I'm saying.
Because now it's like 9 and 9. Okay, now we're done.
And in this day and age too, though, I think like the documentation of the little things, no matter what it is what needs to be happening across the board.
Yeah.
Even in a company or in a relationship or whatever you're gonna build, the little things. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, you remember when you did that for me back in the day? I actually helped jumpstart your whole company.
That's where it gets cute. That's what people.
Then it's like, yo, you owe me.
Yeah, you owe me now. Now you owe me. No. Look at this document right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at this document right here.
This is exactly what we talked about.
This is exactly what we set off in the beginning. So it goes.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
It is unfair though. It is kind of unfair.
Me.
Your topic, sir.
Hey.
What's buzzing?
What's busy? What's busy?
Let's go. So what's buzzing? I want to kind of, technology. Technology rocking.
Listen.
We about to be robots. We about to be fat people sitting there upstairs. Yo, give me my food.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
iRobot.
Nah, but I really like technology, but I'm also very scared of it. And I'm in the transition. I think, our age group is in a transition where we see what has happened in the past when you coming from, you had to write on chalkboards, to now you have to be working on laptops and computers and iPads and all this other stuff.
Good point.
I'm kind of nervous about what technology is going to end up doing to us. Is it going to numb us out and we're just going to be in farms? The other thing I'm also worried about is what are the kids of our future is going to end up doing? Are they going to rely on technology so heavily that they're not going to be considering what's the actual human effect of it? Because the human interaction with computers is just numb. We don't have that warmth that we have when we talk to somebody else, so we can put away our phones and just have that conversation. And I think that's a very intimate moment that makes a difference between stimulating your brain to be like, oh, this is a great idea what we're doing, what we're talking about. I understand what you're feeling. But in addition to that is I can Skype you from across the country, but I still don't feel that exact same thing in being in person and visiting you. And I think that's another turn of events for companies that are going forward.
You want to interject? You want
Go ahead. You go first. I forgot to take my shot for the last one. We forgot to all take our shot. You know what I mean?
I'll just take one for
No, I agree with you on technology. We actually spoke about this too before. It's the social skills are lacking. McDonald's is now switching to the computerized, you can basically pre-order.
I hate that.
Yo,
And that's bad. We can agree that's all
do
bad.
you remember when I first came back from Paris?
Yeah, he
and
told
I
me about that. He said they had that over there.
They had. I was like, bro.
They're ahead. You order off a computer.
You order it off of like a big screen, right? Boop, boop,
But now the problem comes that people lose jobs. So now we're taking away from, once again, being innovative, intellectual, creative, without that person-on-person interaction.
That's secret, man.
That's the worst. I agree. As great as technology is for us, it sucks. It does hinder. It hinders us in the long run. It hinders the society of now, not our generation, but the generation coming after us, and the one after them, and the one after them, because now they're just counting on an iPad. Like it's even changed. They've even changed math from how they used to do it. You know, so like even those little things now to kind of compensate with technology, which is kind of crazy to me that it's even being considered. But once again, like you said, the warmth, we can't go anywhere without taking a picture. We can't go anywhere without shooting a video. You can't go anywhere without seeing somebody pick up their phone, and it's a little sickening sometimes. Go on a date. We had that conversation. You go on a date, a girl will pick up her phone and take a picture of a meal. She won't just enjoy the moment, and you tend to forget that moment is a memory, and memories will last a lifetime. So, I mean, that just depends how you look at it.
All right, then.
I'm getting in there.
Okay.
You know?
Hey, y'all. It's right there.
Yeah. You know? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know?
Yeah, y'all both gonna pick up dark hair.
No,
I got that next, baby.
I love keeping track of y'all.
dark liquor is me or not.
Totally agree with both of you guys. With that whole technology now, we're starting to lose that bonding, that not I want to say intimate, but that's we're losing that relationship. You know what I mean? Everything now it's like you'll just text me, or just send me a picture. Just like the communication value of talking to people and all that stuff has gone from an all-time high to an all-time low. No one talks to anybody no more. Nobody.
Text me.
And now it's kind of like to the point with
short conversation.
Yeah, with all this new technology, man, the conversations are much shorter, much weirder. Now people are like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like whatever's not trending, they're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like whatever. Even if you tell like a funny joke, but you know what I mean, the average person would know that. Like they'll be like, oh, I don't know what you mean. Right. You know what I mean? Because they feel disconnected because they've been just so connected to what's trending, what's online, what's buzzing, like all that stuff. And that's the craziest part about it.
And you can't tell tone from a text.
You
can't. If you type in capital letters, people think you're yelling. Like these are real things. It's like these.
You know what I mean?
It's
like,
kind of sickening.
It's like text etiquettes 101. Like you know what I mean? I feel like there should be a class. Text and etiquette.
It's gonna happen eventually.
You know what I mean? It is.
How many kids do we see outside? Could you say you've seen outside? Like actually playing on a bike or something. It's rare. It's more rare than ever.
No, it's rare.
Remember when we used to go to court and just go play ball with whoever's on the court?
And that's
the
you would
court
stay
used to be packed, I can't get on the
outside.
court. If you ain't that good, you can't get on court.
Yeah.
You ride a bike, you go run around, you do think, but kids don't even do that. They're so into video games
and all that stuff
on their phones, and I'm like, damn. It does hinder because if you have a kid go try to say hi to somebody, they're very hi.
Mad shy. And
like, yo, talk up.
And it's weird.
And it's very awkward.
It's weird. It's one of those things where it's just like,
now,
am I bothering you?
Now, do we
like,
create this monster?
Like,
now, do we create? Is it on the parents to create
the
social norm for them?
No, the monster is created by us always wanting stuff now.
Faster, yeah.
Yes.
We are in the era of now. We're in the information
and also
era,
connectedness.
and that's what it is. You know what I mean? We want all of our stuff right now. We wanted it. We want it before we even asked for it.
Yeah, I agree.
You know
I
what
can
I mean?
agree.
And
You're
that's
excited.
And that's what it is. Oh wow! Like
There's no build up.
Yeah.
There's no build up.
You know, back in the day, you order something, it was just like, all right,
I gotta wait in the mail. I gotta wait in the mail.
You know what I mean? Now people like tracking, like, oh my god, I don't know why is it taking so long.
This
Why
is
it
2 day shipping.
Like,
2 day shipping.
Bro.
I caught myself doing that with the Amazon. I was like, whoa.
Me too.
Relax.
Yeah. Look like a drug addict.
It's like
a drug addict. It's like a drug addict.
Bro, relax, bro. It's gonna get here.
It's like you need a fix. You're like, where is it? Where is it?
So you know what I mean? It's
not that important.
It's not that important. Let it ride.
But we want that.
Yeah.
And that's the bad part about it. Like we want it, but we don't want it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's like that one relationship. Like you want the honesty, but you don't want the honesty.
You want the subpar honesty.
You want the ugly lie or the
pretty true.
pretty true. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like it's just like it's crazy. It's crazy.
I hope it reverts some. I hope we find a balance.
It has to be a balance.
It is balance.
But when that balance happens, because we made a human bot.
Ooh. Well, there's sex dolls. That's enough to tell.
I wasn't even going there.
But hey, listen, look how far it's gone. It's fair to say.
There's some real ones that be sitting on a.
What's the step with the? For all you know, they're gonna start talking. They're gonna start.
That one, you got VR, bro.
Yeah, you got virtual reality. Like
that's wild.
VR.
It's to the point. Like it's pretty straight.
It's crazy. It's crazy now.
What do we got for a group topic?
Boom! Group topic, real shit. It's called real shit relationship. Yo, do you think that when it comes down to athletes, their relationships should be contractual?
Contractual.
Yes.
God.
When we say contractual, in what form are we saying? Like, I'm gonna date you for 2 years?
You know, I feel
Before
like...
How many dates we going on?
We go on 10 dates a year.
Do you think... No, like, my thing is just like...
You're talking about professional athletes in general.
Professional athletes in general.
There's more to lose. Professional athletes.
You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of it is one of those things where anybody could, like, reverting back. Like, I want to say contractual for anything. Contracts for life now. Like, you know what I mean? I want to reverse. I want to edit that. I don't know. No, my thing is like this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, for a perfect example, like last week's topic with, you know, James Gunn. You know, he got fired for something that he said 7 years ago.
That's true. Yep.
So, like, you know what I mean? I feel like there should be some type of contractual agreement in, like, nowadays stuff where now, like, it's just kind of like anybody could take you out at any given time. You see what I'm saying? Like, for any little thing, though. And it's in my opinion, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, and regardless if it's true or not, it's still messed up.
You're not the same person you are.
You're not the same person
sucks.
you are.
It really does suck.
You're not the same person you are.
Because
we said that. Yeah.
It really sucks. It's like you as a person, when you first meet somebody on the street, you meet somebody walking to, you know, just going into a random store.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like, she a beautiful woman. Like she keep herself well together, whatever. I'm gonna try to talk to her. But then when you, like, you know, you go in that instance and then she finds out, oh, you big time. Then like, damn.
Then she dollar signs.
Then she's like, it's dollar signs. You got the honeymoon phase for years. You don't really know what's going on. Mm-hmm. But you know, it's hard because with you being an athlete, you can't always just be on top of that ball. Like, yo, I want to do what I want to do, but I also want to invest into this, which kind of sucks.
Because you don't ever know if it's real.
Exactly. You never know if it's real. That's why a lot of these athletes either end up marrying somebody
that is an athlete.
Yep. Or is somebody else that they've grown up with.
Yep, they've been with forever.
Or somebody they went to college with that it was like, yo, we
hit
it off from freshman year, we good.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, and it's crazy. Like, you guys must think I'm crazy for saying this, but you know what I mean. Even Beyonce said, like, yo, I'm gonna have to have people sign a non-disclosure agreement
every time
when you party with me.
Yeah,
you have to.
Like, you know what I mean? There's certain little things that, like, yo, like, people be tripping.
Yeah, you can't enjoy yourself enough.
Well, they'll use it against you, which is the
and that's
worst.
The thing, though. So, like, that's my thing. My thing is, how do you protect yourself from that? How do you?
There really
no, but see, and that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
NDAs
for non-disclosure.
That's NDAs.
But my thing is just like, how does anybody that's successful in any field be able to protect themselves from situations like this? Like, you know what I mean?
I think
like,
NDA from the very jump.
NDA from the
jump.
If
you vibe with somebody, it's like, yo, you cool peoples. No disrespect. You just sign this. We cool from here on out. You're gonna forget about it in the long run.
Yeah, you will.
And then like,
and if they feel some type of way about it, then you know what their motive was.
Yes.
If they're like, oh, I would never. No.
No, it's not a road.
But you also got some people that got certain emotions that are gonna have that out regardless.
Exactly. So it's like, let's just get this out the way. I have more to lose. No offense, and I'm not saying you don't. But also my career, anything. And I mean anything. It could be audio, it could be video, it could be he say, she say. Anything could destroy that person's career. And I think people tend to forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Because in anger, people will say anything. We can all attest that we've been angry at a point,
hell yeah.
and we've said some things we don't mean, but it also shows also what you were thinking.
Yeah. Yep.
And so, if a person gets mad at an athlete and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna get you," what does that mean?
What?
That they can say, "Oh, you don't want to be with me no more? Cool, I'm gonna say rape." Or, "Cool, I'm gonna say this." Or, "You stole from me."
Mm-hmm.
That is where it gets kind of interesting.
And that's the thing though.
So how do you protect yourself? One, you gotta insulate yourself. Two, you could do it the way he said. You could date the girl that you've been dating with for years or whatever that. Three is the non-disclosure. I mean, after that, it's all on God.
I wouldn't include insulation because that shit dangerous.
Bro, that's just...
Insulation is dangerous, but insulation is always necessary. Like, I'm gonna insulate myself with people that know me. You know what I mean? Like that's when I say insulation, I think I'm saying it the incorrect way.
If the point, just to add on, if your point is to say that the insulation of people that are actually real,
Yeah, real with you,
all the time,
those people,
and not getting blown up by the money you
not
make,
yes men. We're not saying yes men.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying yes men.
Right.
I'm not saying that, but that's what I mean by insulation. You want the people that you can absolutely trust.
You trust. Yeah.
And that way they can kind of cut the snap. You know,
Yeah, that's why. That's their purpose.
Yeah, that's what a real friend's purpose is. That's what a friend is supposed to do. But contract, like I said, those are only really three ways.
It sucks because you automatically go into, like, for some people, just automatic mindset.
Yeah, it's a mindset.
No,
I gotta break myself out of this.
I could see that one female or countless females saying, "I'm old school."
Yeah, I don't believe in that. That doesn't matter. Males too, because the same can go for Rihanna. And Rihanna can have that type of issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're not just saying
that's a very good point.
I'm saying in general, like single women that are successful as well also have to think like this.
Well, I don't know, because she's trying to date that billionaire.
She's trying to date me.
Anyway,
Okay. Yeah.
for instance, it's like Halle Berry. Halle Berry's the only woman I've ever heard that had to pay child support.
She had a bit.
Oh yeah, she paid child support to her ex-husband.
I didn't know she had a kid.
Oh yeah, they had a kid together.
Oh my.
She's the only one. The only one.
But that's what I'm saying.
That I know of. Excuse me, like that I know of, that I've heard of.
But you know what I mean. It is what it is.
But that was that. You know what I'm saying? And he was a regular guy. Because if she had insulated herself, would it have worked out? Maybe. But it's more common we see it happen to men than women.
Yes.
We can absolutely.
No, because that's what I'm saying. Because usually unless it's the Oprah and Stedman.
And still, no one knows what the deal with that relationship
I don't
is.
know what the deal
No one knows. No, I don't want to know. I don't.
He's like, I don't want to know.
I honestly don't want to know.
But I know Stedman don't got it.
Quick question.
Oh no, she got the bill.
Is
She got the bill. She got the bill.
Lisa? No, what is tennis?
Oh, Serena Williams. She got a billionaire. He got more money than her. She got a billionaire.
Easy,
bro. The money together is gonna be crazy. He got $1 trillion probably.
But that's the point.
I don't think Serena got it like that.
Serena got paper.
She Jews.
Serena got paper.
Bro,
Serena got paper. Serena's
she
money's long. Serena's money is real long. Absolutely. She's a couple $100 million. Just her endorsements, she's up there. She got international money. That's what it comes down to. Now we're talking international.
Man, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, people.
But at the same time,
Serena's net worth $180 million.
She got paper.
She got paper.
She ain't broke.
Come on, man. She ain't broke, but she ain't got paper.
She ain't hurting. She ain't hurting. She can pay in a Wimbledon and she'll make $15 million.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand.
She's so talented that she can go play. She came in second place. I think she can win like 7. That's not bad for a day's work.
I should have played tennis.
Couple days work or golf. Golf as well.
Man,
I would have played golf. I think.
I'd have been too strong. Knock my shoulder out.
They consider golf a gentleman's game, whatever that means.
I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah, that golf.
But golf, they make so much money.
That's bad.
I'm letting it run. Bad.
Golf is crazy.
Golf is interesting
because like the things you can do. It's all about the business and that relationship you're making when you're playing golf.
You know how much it costs to sign up for one tournament? It's like $140,000. That's why they have all those endorsement deals.
Oh no, I know they do have a man.
Titleist and all that. Yeah, that's just to get in, and then you win after that. That's crazy, right? The shit you find out. I know.
All right, people. Last topic.
Ooh.
Politics.
Interesting.
You know what, man? I'm gonna talk some real shit, man. I'm gonna talk politics in life, man. You know, I just don't find it fair for certain situations where certain people, by whoever they know, not only whoever they know, whoever they associate with, they get more perks than people that are more skillful than them in that field. You know, and I get it. One hand wash the other. Like, well, not even one hand wash the other. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm cool with you, or if I'm cool with you, yo, hey, come through. I got you. But it's, you know what I mean? I feel like it is funny money when it's always great when you know the person, when that you're going for that position. Like, you know what I mean? You're going for that position. You're like, yo, I'm good. I'm in there. I already got it. But you're at a disadvantage if you don't know nobody and you are more skillful than that person that's ahead of you, and that person gets that position over you. I'm feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
And a lot of politics, you know, obviously plays a heavy part in that. And it doesn't even matter about the skill level. It doesn't matter about how much knowledge you have. No, it doesn't matter about experience and all that stuff. I just don't feel it's right for politics to play a strong role in certain job situations. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, experience should win it over everything. I don't know what you guys think about that. You know what I mean? But
Thank you.
You know, it's just crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Joint 3 minutes?
Huh?
You want to do a joint 3 minutes?
Yeah, we can do a joint. My perspective is it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's anything in life. So I can't say that. You know, I understand the point. Like, yeah, it's unfair. Some people have better skills, but who you know will get you way further than what you know. So it's the same thing in politics. I mean, granted, if you know a senator or two and they're gonna back you, I mean, that's a package. That, you know, they call that a package. It is what it is. They're gonna, you know, fund your campaign. It makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, someone can have great skills, but do they know how to maneuver with people? Do they know how to make that connection? Do they know how to find out who has it and how to get it and how to get around that obstacle that becomes their skill? So I understand the point of, yeah, someone, you know, if someone does have a job and you know somebody, I mean, obviously, I've been in situations where it's not what I knew, but who I knew. I've gotten in the door. And that's a major, I've learned it's a talent that you have to network to that point.
Yeah.
And the same thing is in politics. If you have a relationship with a Croatian diplomat and you got, you know, issues in Croatia, you would be the better person versus the person who just has the skill. Yeah. And that's why I understand your point, but at the same time, I know how important that networking aspect of it is, knowing those people. And
I'm not disregarding the network aspect of it, and I'm not even saying that you should not be. I'm just saying when it comes down to showtime, yo, does he got it or does he have it?
I mean, and that's what. Then you're gonna see who separates the, you know, person up.
But that's what I'm saying though. So if there's one spot, does he have it or does he have it?
But then it's just hard work beat talent.
No, that's my boy, but he got more experience.
But okay, so
you see what I'm saying?
So I guess my question is,
I want to know what he said.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You have more experience, but that's my boy.
And then you give it to him.
You're gonna give it to me. You're gonna give it to him. But that can't be a negative connotation either. Because
I'm not saying.
But it sucks though. You're sucking up in a way, like looking at it in this way. You're sucking up to somebody to get to where you want to be. You know where you want to be.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, you can continue to work towards those skills, but you're still gonna use this other. Whatever's gonna be easiest. When I say easiest, like it can still be difficult, but whatever's gonna be easiest for you to get to that point that you want to be, you're gonna use it.
You're gonna use it. Absolutely agree.
Because it's not like people are built to like, you know what? I'm gonna run through these 10 walls, and there's all person like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna walk around these 10 walls, get to the end of the.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go the fast pace. I'm gonna go the quick pace.
But and you understand that I could go through these 10. It's a smart of like I could go through these 10 walls, but if I walk around it, I'm just gonna observe and see what happens and don't understand what happens. So it's like those two. It's running through a wall and also being smart about it. There's two different ways.
It's still skill.
It's strategic versus being tactical.
Exactly. And that's a difference.
And
me personally, if it was me in the same situation, skill versus the person I know, I'm giving the person I know I got a chance first. Because where I come from, I'm giving you the chance because it wasn't given to me. But if I can get you there, and then it'll work.
But that's respect. That's respect. But like Hov said, are you taking a handout or are you taking a man route? Ooh.
It doesn't make you a less of a man if you get to accept
No, but that's what I'm saying though.
Personally,
like, are you taking the handout or are you taking the man route? Like, I'm not like personally. if I had the choice to be like, yo, you know what? I know my man's. He works at IBM. He's at the top. You know what? I'm gonna hit the bottom floor real quick, and I'm gonna kind of work my way up, just kind of learn the system. Or are you gonna take the man? Or are you gonna take the handout and be like, nah, I'm going to my boy. I'm trying to get paid. Trying to be upstairs with him. Boom, boom. And I feel like a lot of people would take the handout more because you know why? Because there's more potential. Like,
yeah,
if
absolutely,
you're the CEO,
there's way more potential.
But that's what I'm saying. But as a person to grow, which one you gonna take?
I'll say personally for me, I would like to be right there in the mesh. I want to know how this works in order to understand when I get to the top.
And that's what I'm
I
saying.
can help run this, this, and I can run it all.
Here's the question.
I'm starting at the first
Here's the
floor.
question. 20,000 or 150,000 here? What are you taking? What are you taking?
I'm going to create my own role.
No, that's not the question. No, you're diverting from the question. It's a yes or no answer.
Okay, no.
100,000 or 20,000?
No. Let me add a little flavor on that. Let me throw sazon on.
No,
this.
it's just a straight question.
No. Hold on. Am I working?
He said so.
Am I working at my boy's company for 20 and 150?
No, it's just I'm not adding any extra to it. I'm just asking a general question. 150,000 or 20,000? That's all I asked.
Of course, you want to make more money.
Okay.
150.
Okay, so
150.
now, so now, here's what this.
I'm going to say 20.
Okay,
Because
and that's fine. That's
that's-
foolish.
yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna say it's foolish, and that's the only reason I'm gonna say this, right? As African American men, black people, let's be realistic. Cards are set up against you.
Yeah,
Starting at the bottom
it
floor is respectable, commendable. I absolutely agree with you. That's great. Yeah, you can grow, but you can also grow at $150,000 position as well. You can learn faster because it forces you. You can't. You now at 150,000, you have more problems. You have to figure it out faster. 20,000, yeah, you're building your way up. 150,000, you're gonna have to figure it out way faster because now, not only that, it's the fear. It's the fear.
Is that entry level?
I'm just
saying,
there is
a difference.
I'm not saying entry.
There is a
I'm
difference.
just saying in general. Let's say we can all agree on this. The more money, there's more responsibility. Always. Fair to say? Can we agree on that?
No.
Difference between a CEO and a paralegal at a firm. Is there more responsibility? No, there's not.
Let me tell you something.
No, that wasn't a question. Can we please answer the question? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. And
No,
why?
sorry. Answer that incorrectly. I would say the CEO has more of a responsibility than.
And why is that?
He's running the
Because
show.
he's the face of the show.
All right, so he gets paid more, right?
He's the
And
face
we can
of the
agree
show.
He's the face of the show. So more things fall on him. All I'm saying in my debate in this is, you could still be great. It's not so much a handout. People confuse handout and being assisted. There's two different things. A handout is me just saying, here you go, no problem. Assistance is, all right, look, I'm gonna give you this job. You are now representing me. So I need you to be on top of, at that point, you're not going to let that man down. Especially because he just gave you an opportunity. So, yes, I get it. Great. I've been at the bottom floor. I've cleaned to it. I've done it all. I've had multiple jobs. Yes, I've learned it. That's great. And that's commendable and respectable. But I'm no fool. I'm sorry. If there's a job where I can make 6 figures a year, I'm at a higher position that would take me 10 years to get to, that I can learn, and I still have to learn everything else because now you have to double up your time. You have to be smart. This is time management.
But you're talking about multiple facets in terms of, you're talking about time, you're talking about grinding to one spot. I never said this $20,000 a year is going to just be there. I understand the values and the skills I'm getting at this $20,000.
Oh yeah, there's value skills you will.
You get the worst of the worst work, but you also see what's going on top. And you also
don't see what's going on up top either.
You don't see the complete picture.
You have to remember, you still don't see a lot of things, so you don't know.
But in a position that you jump from, I'm gonna be with this one company for like 2-3 years. I said 2 to 5 years. All right, then I jump. Whether I jump within the company or I jump to another company, that's something in itself. When they see that connection there, that's a difference that they're gonna say, like, oh, he might be on something. He might be figuring out something different with different positions, different groups, different assets.
But you still got to maneuver. You're still going to maneuver.
But hear me out. Here's what Ryan's saying. The thing is about starting at the bottom, you appreciate more.
Absolutely.
But guess what? When you're at the top, you appreciate more because you know why? Your relationship is now greater. Think about it. Think about you starting at the bottom.
I've been at the bottom.
No. Think about no. We all been at the bottom. We all been at the bottom. Everyone watching the show has been at the bottom.
We all been there.
Don't freak the funk. Start at the bottom. Customer service. You're talking to clients. You're talking to customers. One-on-one, boom. You now understand somebody. Now you a CEO. You now a CEO. Somebody comes up to you from the bottom, like, "Yo, I got this problem," and shit, yeah. I remember that. I used to be there.
But that also can be character.
But guess what? But that builds a great company because you know what?
Of course, because you're
that
seeing the relationship.
I know, but that's a relationship with that you have that you can relate to your actual employee. Because now the employee, guess what? You know what this does? This increases morale. Because you know what?
You're seeing the growth from within.
You're seeing not only like, wait, you used to be. Yeah, I started when you was there. Yeah. Oh shit! Like, how long did it take you to get there? And this and this. Oh wow! I do have potential to be a CEO. I'm staying with this company. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do.
Yep.
I'm doing overtime. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Guess what? That chick's making $20,000 a year.
And also the other thing too though, it doesn't. It may or may not, depending on who the person is at that bottom. It may not feed a true or false profit that you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But it allows you as a CEO to be like, I got that person working. You're not giving false hope. If you want to get there, you have the tools to say like, I know the moves I gotta make.
But now it comes down
It's
to
not gonna
character.
be
Because I know of CEOs also that didn't start from the bottom. But you can treat the bottom person as if one of their own. So now that just comes down to character, I think. And that's where you have to kind of separate that. You can't just say because a person worked at the bottom. I know some snobs that started at the bottom and got to the top, and now they're just even worse.
No, right.
So it's fair game. We can agree on that.
But you also see those type of people where the company actually is. Because you're not going to see no snob at the very top.
I mean, look at Oracle. Oracle's a prime example. Snob. He's a snob. The CEO is a snob. He started at the bottom.
He bought me a Starbucks.
Now Jeff Bezos, Amazon, didn't start. He started from the bottom, and he's at the top. Treats all his employees great. Blah 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 blah.
They're working with multiple industries.
So you see what I'm saying? So it's different. I think it comes down to character at that point. But like I said, assistance. There is nothing wrong with receiving it. If you're in a position of power, if I'm in a position of power, I always
put a shot and just finish the whole thing.
Yeah. If you're in a position of power, you should always want your people to succeed with you. That's success. At least that's my definition of success. No. I want my people. I don't care. I'm giving my own opportunity first because I know as black men, Latin men, urban men, we don't get those opportunities. And this is the crab in the barrel mentality that we all have, which is very disheartening. It's sad to see. We can all admit we've seen it before. Oh, he's hating on me. I'm up here now. I ain't helping him. And it's like, no. You were at that point at a point. You have to remember, be humble.
That exact mentality is the part that needs to be built up a little bit. Like, yo, I'm not gonna give you a hand up. But I'm gonna have you work for this to make sure you understand what you're gonna end up being. Because if you want to be like me, I'm not gonna give you the easy way.
I'll put you in a position to get you here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put you in a position first. You see my point? You know, I don't put you at the bottom, but if I put you somewhere in the middle, you're way ahead of the bottom now.
I still would.
That's not a negative.
I still would have put him in the middle.
That's not a negative.
I still put him the middle, the later half.
Here's a prime example. You put your brother at the bottom.
Yep.
You can say that honestly.
Hands down.
You're a billionaire.
I would never.
Hands down. See, look, hear me out. My thing is like this. I will put you at the bottom. I'll be a billionaire. I know I got you, but I will put you at the bottom just so you can learn everything.
It's like you put somebody in a position.
No, just to get to the top. Yeah. Not saying I don't got you. Like, not saying that you
just want to see the person's demeanor.
I want you to understand this company from in and out. Because it won't be fair for you to start at the top and be like, yo, so like, what do you guys do here?
How many Fortune 500 companies are fair, though?
No, it's not about being Fortune 5. I'm
just asking the question.
It's about building a great company.
I'm asking the question.
It's about building a great company.
But it may not be about how many Fortune 500, but it may be about how much greater I want you to be.
So I asked.
You see what I'm saying? So
we could agree to disagree on that. That's fine. I understand what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I'm cool with that. But now, you look at companies like the Hilton.
Paris.
Prime example. Okay, grandfather, father, all of them got the position. Paris was never put in that position, right? But she flourished. She did her own thing, right? She did all on her own. She did makeup. She did all her own stuff, right? She was put in a certain position, right? I can use Jewish people, for example.
Kim
No
Kardashians.
offense to anybody Jewish.
Kardashians.
Jewish people will drive 10 miles to a Jewish person's gas station
Yeah.
to give that Jewish
Yeah.
person the business.
Yes.
Fact.
Fair to say, right?
Yes.
Asians will go 8 of them a piece and buy a Mercedes Benz and share it upon each other, right? And yet when they get a house, they'll go, oh, my cousin, he does floors. I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to my
No,
other
so-
cousin who does lights. Do you see the kind of disconnect that we have as black people where we're like, now I want you to work harder. I want you to understand it. You got to feel it. My man, we already been feeling it. We was together before this. You know what I'm saying? We was already together before this. So you know I was already feeling it. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm kind of trying to say? We get to this point of a mentality where we think everybody has to feel the same thing. And it's different. It's always different because now you're in a boss position.
But it's also being able to see
and fairness is
what their
unreal.
character and what their demeanor really is. Because if I put you in a position to be a manager and you can be the best person, you can be the worst person in the world, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can't see the situation simply as a CEO, like, are you gonna grow that business I just gave you?
And
Or are you
it's,
gonna keep
it's
it where
fight
it
or
was?
flight. Now it's fight or flight. Now that's where you really see a person,
Because
right? You put him in a position.
But if I don't know, even if you are my best friend, you are my brother. If I still know who you are outside is, if I can't see that change in you being able to
But
adapt,
now here's the problem.
I don't want you here.
Remember,
But
what did
then
we
you're
say?
gonna tarnish a relationship outside of work.
Let's go back about half an hour. What did
But
we
also
say?
what-
What did we say about people and changing? That was the specific conversation we just had at the beginning of the podcast. Now let's revert it all back. You just said, if I know you outside of work and I know you, so you're telling me you act the same at work that you do at home?
Me?
Do you? Absolutely not.
Yes.
No, you don't.
With a little bit added more sugar. I'll tell you that. With a little bit more.
My point being here, professionally, Ashford, do you act the same in business that you act outside of work?
No.
All right, and that's okay. But the point being is, it is changed. If I know a friend for so many years and I've seen growth, because people grow, you naturally change every day, right?
Are they predictable?
We can agree on that. What do you mean?
I'm saying the people that you're talking about, like just not in generic, are they predictable?
In what aspect?
In aspects of like, I can predict how they're gonna act in certain situations, and I can be like, okay, if they check this off the list, okay, I can move it.
But now you're assuming. This is where the problem comes into play. Because professionally,
You have to assume.
Professionally, no,
You have to have a personal
You can't-
assumption
you
in order to
can't.
make somebody else move up.
You can't. This, now you have to separate business and personal, and this is where we have to deter. That's my point. How I act outside, and he could attest. I'll go crazy on something. When I'm professional, all right, we'll figure it out. Because I know in that business aspect, there's more to lose here. Personally, I could give two shits. That's not personal. Like, who cares?
But why can't you transition that across the board?
Because no one's the same across the board.
No, but that's just Charles.
Not completely across the board. I'm not saying you don't have to be completely across the board.
Hell, they call me Clarence when I answer the phone.
Listen.
They're like, yo, Clarence touches the Clarence.
Listen. That's Charles Darwin's theory. Adapting to your surroundings.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You have to adapt to your surroundings. Like, my thing is just like, I'm not saying to change your character, but at the same time, it's just like, there's a time and a place for everything.
Yes.
There's a time and a place for
Exactly.
everything. You know what I mean?
And
The way I am with my peers is not going to be the same way I am with
Oh,
my
no,
clients.
no, I don't.
However,
I don't expect you to be.
However, there are certain situations where certain clients would prefer a real person over a fake person.
But you have to feel out. But you have to feel out.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like, yo, I want to know who you really are. Like, oh, yo, that's not me. And, like, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel like a lot of relationships get built. Like, a lot of fake relationships are out there in this world.
Yep.
So I'm not saying just so I'm clear, I'm not saying you have to be the same exact person across the board. But I'm saying it's like maybe 2 to 3 characteristics that I feel comfortable enough to like, all right, you good.
The fact.
And that comes with trust. That comes with trust.
Yes.
That's a part of trust.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. I didn't say a complete person.
Exactly. And that's where we can agree on that. We can all agree on that.
Yes.
But like I said, if you trust an individual and you've seen their growth, why wouldn't you put them in a position to better themselves? Granted, you could say, yes, I want the person to work from the bottom. That's great. And I get that. That's all noble things.
But also, what happens if the person that you also hired that didn't know who you were outside, either or, that starts to see like, oh, this person just failed out. Okay, why did he fail out? Because he didn't have this and this. And oh, how did he get here?
I mean, a majority of people that are successful don't have those things.
That's the only additional question, you know.
Just to be clear, I'm not knocking either or. I'm just having a debate about it.
This is factual stuff. Jay-Z and Emery.
Okay.
Did Jay-Z make him a CEO? No.
No, he gave him a president.
Yeah.
He made him president. Okay, so is that not a high position?
No, it is a high position, but at the same time, did he have to learn the ropes for it? Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, he did his time, like, in prison, whatever the case is.
Yeah, he came out.
He came out and did his thing.
He was
and all
rich.
that stuff,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Blah,
Took
blah,
care
blah.
of him.
But he took care of him.
He made him learn. Obviously, like that's like the
real.
LeBron James
That's
situation.
real.
His agent.
But
He
that's
put
real.
him with the agent he had, and then he got rid of that agent once he learned the job.
Yeah.
But you see, he put him in that position. It wasn't at the bottom.
No. It's not about being at the, like. So my thing is just like, I wouldn't put somebody. No.
Because we said the bottom.
No. Hear me out.
But let's stop. I don't think the bottom's the right way we're using it.
I think it's the wrong context that we're trying to use. We're trying to explain the
I
situation.
would put you in at the entry level to learn the company.
Or I put you with the person that I want you to get the job from. I guess we could say, because that's what Jay-Z did.
No, I want you to get the entry level of what the company is about. Obviously, like my thing is like this. Like, let me ask you something. Would you want somebody representing your company that doesn't know your company?
No, that would be idiotic.
Okay, then.
Idiotic.
Okay. Then. So
Not completely.
Someone that doesn't know the company?
Unless you want something specific that you want to get done.
So you want somebody representing someone who knows nothing about Google, and you were CEO of Google. You want them to talk about Google?
yeah,
You don't want them to represent you.
I wouldn't put them in that spotlight. That's what I'm.
But that was his question.
But that's
your question.
That was my thing is just like I will put you in an entry level where it allows you to grow. It allows you to understand it. This is what you do here. Okay. Okay.
That's how this connects to this. And
This and it. I'm not sitting here saying that you're gonna get chump change. I'm gonna give you a little bread, but at the same time, I need you to understand and learn what is going on here. Instead of bringing you upstairs to the 10th floor.
That is a
and then you're like, Rebecca, could you show me how to do this printer stuff? Like, I never did this.
But see now we're changing, and that's
But
that
that's
we
what
can
I'm
agree
saying,
on.
though.
Now we can agree
That's
on
what
this.
I'm saying, though.
Yep.
This is where we can agree.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where I would put somebody. I would put somebody at the entry level, bottom, to learn the ropes of the company, to understand what the company's about. Then we can have that conversation at the top.
I mean, I'm gonna have that conversation. What do you want to do? You gotta have that conversation.
You have to have that conversation.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
All right. Let me put you with the person that does that.
What
So
hap-
now you can learn that position. So once we get to it, all right. Who am I picking now?
So what do you?
You're gonna pick your boy now because you done learned the position. You've been in it for about a year, 2 years. You showed me you have the.
Well, it
the
depends.
drive.
So what do you do in a situation where your boy is necessarily exposed to so much that he doesn't understand where he needs to be, but you see like this potential here, but you just don't know where that potential is going.
Well, you can't fall in love with potential. That's the first thing. That's anything. You can't fall in love with potential. You have to show. There has to be a proven kind of track record, right?
Okay.
There's a necessity there that you have to kind of show me, okay, you have the potential. You have all the tools. What are we lacking? Now we got to figure out what it is to get you to the next level.
Okay.
And if I have to put you moving from this department to put you with that department to get you to that point, now it makes sense.
Okay.
But I'm not going to start you all the way the fucking janitor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put you where you need to be first.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put you there.
But that's why I said it's not so much a handout. And I think we confuse assistants and handouts.
Yes.
That's where we're getting the differences,
Okay.
right? In my argument, at least in my debating this.
I'm
that's all I'm
understanding the difference.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm cool with assistants. I don't think you should be given $100,000 and say, go figure it out.
No.
Here's the bill.
Damn. Hey.
That was a great debate, by the way. That was a great debate.
It was a good debate.
You gotta find you gotta figure it out.
Episode.
Episode 8, man.
Episode 8, epic.
We appreciate y'all.
It was epic. Listen, man, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another Opinions and Consequences. Once again, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Absolutely.
Tell that friend. Tell Ryan's friend.
Subscribe.
Tell that other friend.
Subscribe down there.
Subscribe
It's right
at
there.
the bottom.
It's right there.
Right there at the bottom. Like, share, tell a friend. Leave comments. Anything that you guys want to talk about, man, let us know. Till next time.
Next week, we will see y'all.
Salutations.
Love to all.
Yeah.